Rated M for mature.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for tuning in to Super Barley Brothers Podcast, where four middle-aged fathers discuss crappier video games and more.
My name is Ian. I am at Fiend75002 at Twitter.
Hi, this is Jerry. Twitter, JD_Chef.
John. You can reach me on Twitter, Phoenix42.
Hi, I'm Scott, and you can reach me on Twitter, Flip42FL1P42.
This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. We have no affiliation with any companies, individuals, or properties, any trademarks or copyrights that may be utilized, so on to the entity that it is associated with.
So we're almost on the 2-hour mark, and we've still got a lot. So
I say we skip the next section. We don't need to talk about it. We can just give a little plug real quick that please pay attention to confreaksandgeeks.com. We do have a partnership with them, and they are currently at San Diego Comic-Con this week/weekend, and they are going to be bringing a shitload of goodie bags and stuff back. So if you don't like them on Facebook already, definitely go out there and like them, because they do give away stuff. Like they just gave away, or they're going to be giving away, a Attack on Titan statue of Eren Yeager.
You know,
what?
The sad thing about that too is I won't share it because I feel obligated since we're part of the group. I don't want to win it. But I want to win it.
I think he knows who all is a part of the admins of this, so even if you want to share it, I don't know if he'll actually enter us if we qualify or not. So, anyways, I like it. I know, hey, it looks fucking awesome. I know, trust me. But pay attention to what they're going to be bringing back. I know that one of the guys out there, Davis, he has a shitload of stuff. He actually was one of the first in line to go to the Hasbro toy shop and came away with a shitload of stuff that I'm probably going to be very jealous of.
Because he always comes away with the good shit.
Oh my god. He got the first 10 issues. I don't know if you guys read. No, you guys don't read comics.
Wait, didn't he? I'm sorry, man. I hate to interject, but didn't he also come away with some Dota swag as well somehow?
I believe he did. Yeah.
Ian, don't lie. You enjoy interjecting on Scott.
I do enjoy interjecting on anyone.
But one of the most, and I've only read the first couple issues, and I think it's a interesting comic. I have not read more than the first two, but Saga. He got the first 2 issues, first edition, and those fuckers are probably worth about $100, $200 a pop. So
wait, what comic book?
Saga.
Wait. Okay, what Saga? Who's Saga?
Okay, like I said, I've only read the first 2. First issue was actually free on Comixology. I think it might still be. You might want to go check to make sure. Don't quote me on that. Pretty much about a vigilante. It's a sci-fi comic story about 2 runaways of these vigilantes that one's a woman, one's a man, of course, are in love, and they're husband and wife, and they were not supposed to get together because of their race. She ends up getting pregnant with his child, and in the end of the first issue, the child is born, and she gets shot, and I'll leave it at that. I don't want to spoil anything else, but it is very graphic. There is nudity.
Okay, wait. So, I'm sorry. I'm still. Hang on. I'm gonna buy this.
Nudity.
So I may be a little too drunk. So the name of the comic book is Saga.
Saga. Yep. Fiona Staples on Twitter is the writer for it. Check her out. She's awesome.
Okay. So it's kind of like Kite.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god, are you fucking shitting me? Kite is an anime. Basically, the storyline is a young woman's father is murdered by the Yakuza. I believe he was a cop. Again, I'm a little drunk. I have it on VHS. That's how old I am.
Hey, I know the VHS.
Right. So, basically, the concept, it's on Netflix if you guys want to watch it. It's subtitled, which is fantastic, because that's how it should be watched. So, basically, this it's like Kick-Ass with the girl. What's the girl's name?
Hit Girl.
Hit Girl. Okay. So Dad was killed, so she goes out to kill the Yakuza that had anything to do with it. So I guess this is kind of like and oh god, hang on a second, I got to just vent for a second. So they're doing an American-made movie, live-action movie about Kite. I don't know. I'm hoping this does well. because Dragon Ball Z did for shit. Guyver did for shit. And if you don't know about the Guyver, Mark Hamill was in that. Go check that one out, and then look at me and tweet hashtag get Max out of that thing, because you'll then know what's going on. If they can do good with this, I will hold hope for James Cameron's live-action Battle Angel Alita. And everybody, if you listen to this, you know, not only do I love me some Metroid, I love me some Battle Angel Alita, which I just recently finished The Last Order, or at least what's out so far of it. And it's really good. But, you know, live-action versions of anime, I don't know. There is actually, if you do a YouTube search for Akira live action, there's I think it's like a 2 to 3 minute to 5 minute trailer that these guys did of like a live action Akira. The trailer looks really good. I don't know if it would translate into a movie very well. I think it would probably be direct to Blu-ray or DVD. But you know, I'm going on a rant here. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Ian,
rant on.
You have Kite on VHS?
Yes. Well, I did.
Oh, because I was going to say, can't you play that on your Xbox One?
Ooh, sick burn!
You know how long I've been waiting to say that?
Oh, sick. Fuck you!
Hey, anyways, real quick on an anime subject. You need to go to Netflix. You need to add Kill la Kill to your instant queue.
It's on there. It is. It's one of these things where one night I was a little tipsy, got done playing Outlast or something along those lines, and decided I wanted to watch something, and I was looking for something that I could watch that was dubbed because I didn't want to read. And
what dubbed?
It's not dubbed. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. So I, of course, had to go back, and I don't know if you've watched it, and anybody who's listening, watching this, if you have Netflix or if you have the ability, you need to watch Attack on Titan in the original form. No, I have not. I'm sorry. But if you want a good, very well voice acted dub anime, check out Soul Eater and D. Grayman.
I started Soul Eater.
Grayman. Soul Eater is fucking awesome. I would love to do a cast separately with you when you finish it, talking about it, because I think it's awesome. I've actually gone back and started reading the manga just because of how much I like the anime, and I think it does the exact same thing that Full Metal Alchemist did, where at a certain point it was going along the same lines and then started sprouting off. Like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is supposed to follow the manga closer than Full Metal Alchemist did.
Okay. Yeah, if it wasn't for me catching up on Game of Thrones, which I'm all the way caught up on that.
Oh,
I won't say anything.
I'm only like halfway through season 2.
You're good. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
I know not to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I did start Soul Eater, and yeah, I'm digging it. I'm through episode 3. I like how they're doing it episode for each character. It's badass.
Well, you got to get out of that. I'm
no,
sorry.
I think that's badass.
It's great. No, it builds character, and that's fantastic, but you got to get out of that. Once you get out of that, and once they introduce Ragnarok, that's when shit gets interesting.
Okay, cool. All right, sorry, little anime talk. Yeah. And Game of Thrones. Dude, Game of Thrones, man.
So, real quick, because Game of Thrones is one of those things that if you talk about it any year, you're going to spoil something for somebody. And speaking of Game of Thrones, I've been playing the Destiny beta, which has Peter Dinklage doing the voice of a tiny, tiny little box that floats around. So I wanted to talk about this because Bungie did the fantastic thing of making the beta open to everybody. So I didn't pre-order the game because pre-orders are the devil. And I only pre-order a game if I don't think I'm going to be able to find a copy of it. And now that everything can be bought digitally on my system,
hey,
there's
Ian,
no
real
reason
quick. Sorry to interrupt. They only gave Xbox owners a beta key before they did the release to everybody. They only gave beta access to those that pre-ordered.
Just like on PlayStation 4 and PC?
No, they did not, because I didn't pre-order it, and I got beta access.
Yeah. You got alpha access?
And I got beta, dude. I got the email to prove it. Just like my buddy that posted it because he already had it.
Destiny right now.
That's fucking great.
And he doesn't have PS4.
So tell me, what's it like to be able to relax your throat deep enough to be able to take
I
that
didn't know
much.
that. I didn't know that. I'm glad that they did open it to everybody because I thought it was open to everybody.
It is now open to everybody on both systems.
Talk about it, man, because I've already played
So
it. Talk about it.
it is. I tell you what, it is awesome. It is one of those games that's better with friends. Earlier today, I spent a very long amount of time streaming it with Steadiest Rhyme, and we had a blast playing through it because I hadn't played it yet. So I grabbed a Titan and I was playing through a little bit of it single player last night, and then all day today I was playing through it with her. Oh shit! Excuse me. And it's really fun playing with other people. It does get to that point though where when she had to leave, it was like, okay, well, I want to play with other people, but so she has a roommate who obviously has other friends than me, and it keeps you to keeps you to 3 or less in a group, 3 or less. And he had 3 other friends that were on, or 2 other friends that were online. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I'm the fucking lame duck. I'm the one that has to just go off and do my own fucking thing and play single player or do whatever. But it was cool. It was fine. It was great. What I really enjoyed though was tonight before we started doing this recording, I jumped on and went into explore mode, which is basically where I just free roam everywhere. Doesn't matter what's going on. I free roam. And what I would do is I would come across somebody and I would just follow them. I wouldn't join them. I would consciously follow them to the point where like this guy came across my path and I was like, oh, he's a level 4. I'm a level 8. Level 8's the cap for the beta. So since he was a level 4, I was like, let me go ahead and follow him because I'm maxed out as far as level is concerned. So there's not anything that he could run into that I can't possibly help him with.
Aww.
Yeah, fuck you. So it was one of these things where it did have a very Borderlands type of mentality where it's more fun with other people. It is way more fun with other people. It is a great game, though. It does have the Bungie formula, which is, God, what is it? Like 30 seconds of fun, and then break, and then 30 seconds of fun, or something along those lines. I remember hearing it years ago, back when they were a Microsoft company, and. So, speaking of which, have you guys seen? Now, granted, it's not Bungie; it's 343. But have you guys seen that cinematic trailer for the anniversary of Halo 2?
Mm-mm.
I posted it to the group. It is. You need to go see that because I, if I'm not mistaken, all of us played Halo 2.
Of course.
In fact, I fondly remember that map that we used to fuck each other up on over at Jerry's house all the time. The one where we did the swords and the guns.
And the ghost.
Jungle?
No,
Was
it,
it
wasn't the
the-
jungle. It was that nighttime base.
Where it had like
Ghost
the
level.
flood shit. I think it was on the map pack disc that I brought over and uploaded onto everybody's system.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we customized it to
Fucking
It was Ghost of the
Reach.
Infinite.
I went
Invisible.
out and made one for Reach. Yeah, no, we would customize it to where it was invisible, where you could be seen when your sword was out, but you couldn't be seen when your gun was out.
Right.
Man, that was some shit. I fucking love that shit. But if you go back and you guys need to watch the bootleg trailer, okay. Sorry. You need to go back and watch the video I put up, or the trailer I put up that shows the cinematic stuff from the from it. Because at one point they actually look over at Johnson. That's his name, right? The black guy, Johnson.
Why is it
They
gonna
look
be
at
black?
him.
Yes.
No, he is black. The conversation. Fuck. I'm like, so. Hey, hang on. That much of a temptress.
Well, get
He
it
is
down.
black. What the fuck?
I'm pretty good. At that conversation on the bridge with the tank, they do a close up of his face. That looks fucking awesome. And I think
Next
the
gen awesome? I mean, current gen awesome?
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Like The Last
think
of Us
the-
remastered awesome?
That they are
Oh.
using is blur because they kind of poke at it during the trailer type
Got
thing.
some blur.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm in a blur, but that's all because of like stuff back in high school. But yeah, I got sidetracked. What the fuck was I talking about?
I don't
Talking about the
know.
trailer and how awesome it looks and how
No,
much
I was
you
talking about
watched
something
it.
else first.
Johnson, his close-up.
No, I was talking about something else first.
We're looking at
Yeah.
Johnson's close-up.
No, I was talking about
Yeah.
Destiny.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
with this being said, with everything that I said about Destiny, about how much fun it is and things along those lines, I'm not going to lie, I am going to be I'm going to be a day one. Even if I didn't get into this beta, I'm going to be a day one because it is a Bungie game, and I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt out of the gate. First game that's not under Microsoft's banner. Well, technically second game that's not under Microsoft's banner. I think they did a iPad game. It was like Steam Pirates or something along those lines. I'm getting that completely wrong, and I'm sure I'm going to get hate mail for it. It's at Fiend75002 on Twitter. Feel free to send it to me. And follow me as well. So they did, this is their first-person shooter that comes out under Activision and their thing. So I'm going to go ahead and buy it flat out. But what I've played in the beta has made it so that I am definitely going to buy it. Am I going to pre-order it? Fuck no. Am I going to buy one of their special editions? Fuck no. Even though it would be fantastic to have a little talking Peter Dinklage hanging out on my shelf. I'm not spending $200 on this shit. I've got my Master Chief helmet. That's as far as I went. Granted, now if you come over, you will see the Reach statue, but I actually won that. But either than that, I'm not buying it on. I'm not buying special edition, but I will be buying it, be it physical at Best Buy, because less Xbox Ones are sold than that other inferior system. So I'll probably have a good chance of finding the physical copy to the point where I don't need to buy it digitally. But for me, it will be a day one based on what I have played in the beta.
Well,
So-
Bungie made a PlayStation 2 game. They made Oni.
No.
Yeah, I'm on their wiki right now.
No, yes, you're
You
absolutely
can't trust
right.
the wiki.
They
They did
made a game, and it was also on PC.
Mac
That
and
was-
Windows,
if
yes,
I'm
but so was
not-
Halo Combat Evolved.
Yeah, by Gearbox. If I'm not confused, wasn't Rockstar involved
They
in
were
Oni?
the publisher. Yeah.
Yeah, before 2K bought them out, right?
Well, it was all right. So
Mm-hmm.
Oni was developed by Bungie West, which was a division of Bungie.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
Bungie West only.
And that would be why Oni continues on in the Halo
I
series.
wish I would have played this game. It looks pretty badass.
It looks badass.
Third-person action game.
Did you ever play Myth? It was their PC game. Yeah. Now, real quick, just to quiz you guys, I'm gonna let's do a. I want to do a multiple choice question real fast, just to quiz you guys.
B, Bob, B.
Halo started as a first person shooter, B third person shooter, C RTS. Jerry, what's your answer?
D, I don't care.
John,
Oh.
what's your answer?
C.
Scott, don't look it up, you fucker.
It's too late. He's already wikiing it.
I'm gonna say what John said. I'm gonna go with real time also.
Okay. Yeah, it was actually a real-time strategy game, and it was going to be solely on the Mac.
Hmm. Yeah, they did do a lot of Mac work. They did Operation Desert Storm. Yeah, sorry. All these early 90 games. I don't know what Myth is, though, but they made 2 of them.
Yep, they did.
Cool.
But you have no idea what they are, so that's
I didn't have a Mac.
one up for Ian. I didn't have a Mac either, but when I found out how awesome Halo was, I looked into what the guys did. Like, have you really looked into Naughty Dog? Did
Yeah.
you know that they did a fighting game on the N64 and the
Not
Jaguar?
that far back. I haven't read Call of
the Jaguar.
Moriarty's history of Naughty Dog.
No. I didn't ask. Did you read that guy that sucks Naughty Dog's dick and other PlayStation companies'
He
dicks?
does not.
Oh, really? Have you
Yeah.
ever heard him review anything other than a PlayStation game? Him and that
That's who he
loud
has
ass
to be
motherfucker
because
Greg.
Ryan McCaffrey is on Xbox on their site. You got to do what your job is told.
Told.
He talks shit about PlayStation. If you listen to Podcast Beyond, he talks a lot of shit
No, I
about
won't
them.
listen to Podcast Beyond because it's all about a system I don't own, and I have very few hours in the day that I'm driving. I'd much rather listen to
we
Giant
should-
Bomb.
We spend too much time driving.
Oh, you and me? Yes. Yeah,
Yes,
we do.
Yes.
Same
Spend about
here.
an hour each way.
Mhm.
Yep.
Scott, you know what? That's off topic. Never mind.
Dude, I
So-
work in downtown Dallas. I mean, come
You've
on.
been off for 3 months. Shut the
That
hell
has nothing to do with my commute to my work.
So,
When I
all
do
right.
work.
Where were we? I'm totally not on the document. So we gone over QuakeCon, the comic convention. All right. So
We already bypassed the comic convention.
Yeah, I just said go check out Conference and Geeks. We're good. We're talking about what we've been playing, which you've already just talked about the Destiny beta. Did you want to talk more about Outlast or any other game you've been playing?
I definitely don't want to talk about Outlast. That fucker scared the shit out of me. No, seriously though, if you really wanna play a game that kind of will get your shit, it has a lot of really good jump scares. It also has the sound, the music is really good. Now, I can't say that the sound is as good as Dead Space. Granted, I have not played Dead Space, but back when the first Dead Space was coming out, they did all those vid docs to the point where I watched a lot of them when it came to the Foley work that they did for the squishy type of sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
So I can appreciate where all the work is. I've never played those games
They're fun.
because I've never done a third-person horror game. Well, technically Silent Hill was third-person, but sometimes it was top-down. Either way, it was a good game. It did what it is, what its idea was. It is an indie game completely. It is not a AAA game. It is not a middle A game. Let me take another drink of this fucker.
There you go. Just the tip.
But just the tip. For who it was really good. Now I'm you know what? I'm actually really looking at the document now, and I'm seeing games that Jerry's playing, and I want to ask some questions about
I
what
just
Jerry's...
listed everything. I'm not going to talk about everything.
Yeah, you will.
Okay, well let me
We
ask you,
talked for a while.
have you actually played Payday 2?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
No,
We did a
no,
couple of
no.
rounds there.
Everybody else except for Jerry, shut the fuck.
Fuck you.
Jerry, tell me about Payday 2.
It's fun.
Oh my god! Tell me about Payday 2!
John.
Yeah, you
Well,
did!
We played it.
It's a game. It's fun.
We played a 4-player co-op. No, we played 3-player because somebody was having trouble. I don't know. Anyways, it was fun. Planning and going in there, except when Scott would set it off early.
Mhm.
Because-
That's how Scott
As he
always
was-
runs games and
Dude, next time I call fuckers run into me and then trigger the fucking
Whatever.
alarm.
That's how you play
I'm
multiplayer.
sorry, I'm
That's why
bolting.
you
It's-
walk away from them, idiot.
No,
Guys,
I was
watch
walking
this.
up to
We're
the
gonna-
bouncer to try to let him have us go into the club. I was gonna give him some money, and then he shoved me, and then all shit went.
That's not how you play. You go, hey, watch, we're all going to be sneaky. You know what? Fuck this shit. Fuck! And you just start attacking.
I didn't pull out a gun and pop him in the head. I
No,
tried
he
to get him
just
money.
looks,
mask
he looks
on.
very suspicious is the problem.
Yes, I do. I look very suspicious.
Well, yeah, especially when you walk up and look at the guy directly in the motherfucking face.
Be like,
Tell him the
here to rob the place, by the way.
tell him the different modes that we played, the different levels that we played though.
I liked the one where we went in the mall and we had to create X amount of damage. That was fun.
Yes, I remember that one.
Because that one was fun, and we still robbed some things.
What about
Yeah,
the
but,
cocaine, dude?
We didn't.
What about the cocaine, dude?
Bags! Get the bags of cocaine! They're taking it! Go get it! Watch my back! That's what Jerry and Sean were like, dude, there's still more bags. I'm like, fuck it, we already got enough. We got 4 bags. They're like, no, there's more.
You don't get the necessary amount. You
I'm a
get
minimal
more.
type of guy. I do the minimal that it takes
Yeah,
to beat the
exactly.
wagon.
Okay, so that explains a lot about other portions of your life that I'm not. But it's one of these things where it's like the more you, just the tip. The more you do, the more money goes into your fucking stack, which is the end game bullshit.
Hey, I'm okay with how much money I have.
You know what? So when I played it, just FY to the I, when I played it, it was on the 360. It was with one guy. He's in the group. I'm going to call him Stovetop Raw, because that's his name. We played it on the 360. It was the two of us, so we had two guys that were AI, and these guys were the most incompetent pieces of shit ever. It was one of these things where, yes, if we went down, they would go out of their way to get us up, but by out of their way would mean into the way of bullets to get us up.
Yeah.
So it's one of these things where it would. I really want to get more input on people that are playing it with like other live people. I'd love to see this game get ported over to the current gen system.
You almost screwed up.
Yeah, I did. And
it's a fucking blast with humans. Like
I should actually go back. You know what? I actually would love for Microsoft. Are you listening? Knock knock. Are you listening? I would love for them to release that as a Games with Gold game. Mm-hmm. That way, I would have a reason to go back to the 360 just to play that with a bunch of people that just got the game for free. Because I'm not gonna lie, I dropped 30 bones on it and played it twice, and that was it. You PC gamers can understand where I'm coming from.
Oh yeah.
So don't give me no shit.
PC to the core, motherfucker.
Yeah. PC.
Talk about Strike Vector, Jerry.
Man, it is a fun game, except that it is all about keyboard and mouse.
Hold on, sell me on the Strike Vector, because I don't even know what this is.
Jerry is not one to speak to if you want to get sold on Strike Vector.
No, I like the game, except it's a flying game, and to me it was very difficult to use WASD and the mouse on a flying game.
Hey,
Now,
don't forget your space-board.
And your Q.
Whatever. You get the point, okay?
I like how they're trying to correct your shit when it comes to the movement in this game. But don't forget, you got your WASD, you got your Q, you got your shift, and you got your control.
Don't forget the tilde.
And the tilde!
No, but it's, like CSGO, I'm fine with keyboard and mouse. And this is me coming from console gaming, from an FPS standpoint. But this is a third-person flight. You're in space. It is fun. I don't even know if we were playing right, but we were.
Yeah, we were.
Were we?
Yeah,
all right. It was a free.
It reminded me a lot of Crimson Skies, except it's futuristic and fast-paced.
Yes,
It's very fast.
Rhyme.
I liked it. I wish that it was either joystick or controller compatible.
Well, you got a joystick. You should try it out. It does work with the joystick.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Where did
Now, when you say joystick, do you mean flight stick or do you mean a joypad?
He's got a. Yeah, he's gonna show it. It's like a. I think it's a flight stick. Isn't that what you got, Jerry?
Whatever you call this.
It's flight stick.
That's a flight stick. Yeah, that's totally a flight stick.
Totally, that does work with the game.
Pew pew pew.
Right.
Oh boy.
The maps are small.
I'll try
It's fun. You can customize your ship. It is $12. We picked it up during the Steam Summer Sale for $2.50. It is probably the best $2.50 I spent. You can customize your ship to have a primary. Each ship has a primary and a secondary fire. You can put whatever you want on there. You can also add attributes to that, where you can have a Gatling gun have increased damage but less accuracy, or better accuracy, less damage. You can have homing missiles that do X amount of damage, or shoot faster. And then you actually have a ability that you can trigger that has a cooldown, such as an EMP that will knock everything out that has any kind of power, and then they go flying into the walls and they can crash and die.
Is this only like deathmatch multiplayer based?
Yes, it is only deathmatch multiplayer.
Okay, so it's not like wait,
There's no story mode.
I streamed the hell out of this game and I can't remember it. Strike Zoot Suit Zero?
Don't compare it to that. It's nothing like that.
Oh,
Nothing
that was fun. Jerry, you should check out Strike Suit Zero. That was actually really, really fun.
I think that is
Okay.
controller compatible as well.
Better be. It's all
It is
over.
on the
It's, it's all over the current gen systems. So you know.
But we had a blast playing that, and then of course, Agatha, Jerry, you finally got to play that with us, and
That was
you
the first
enjoyed
time.
the shit out of that.
I did
what?
Twitch that.
Yes, you did. I happened to watch that, but it was one of those things where it's like, I swear to God, I was hearing somebody else talking other than you.
We probably were. We were in a freaking exhibit hall with.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Scott. It was somebody that you were playing with.
Oh,
Or
we were on
somebody
Skype
Mastro.
too.
Oh, okay. Well, there was somebody that was talking in. I could hear them a lot better than you guys because when you guys would come through, it was really digitized.
I
yeah.
would love to hear Agatha in digitized form.
Well, I
No,
tried.
no,
I didn't know
that
that you
was
had
fine.
to.
It was when like Jerry would start to talk like, "Oh, I see Scott." It was like,
But yeah, I didn't know about the whole archive thing because this was my first attempt at Twitch, so that sucked. That would have been fun to have that archived. But yeah, I love that game. That's fun. I'm sorry it took so long for me to get it.
Glad you got it.
Is
It's okay.
that controller based or
Yes.
was that WASD?
It's controller.
Oh. I'm gonna have to see if it will run on my inferior system.
I wouldn't see why not.
Well, it is a fairly
Yeah,
pretty
but the
looking.
graphics. No, it's not.
Hey, Ian, I will provide you my inferior system when I upgrade it.
You know what? I appreciate that. I don't gladly take it from you. There are a fuck ton of people that have been reaching out to me lately that are like, I will give you my old system when I upgrade to a new system. It's like, you know what? I will take it. If you're willing, I will give you like a 6-pack of beer or a bottle of wine. I don't know. What do you fucking want to get inebriated? Wait a second. I say that. What do you legally want to get inebriated? And I will give that to you.
We'll save that for an offline.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Okay.
have to edit this video into 2 episodes, aren't I?
Ah! Oh, is it getting that long?
Dude, it's almost 2.5 hours.
That's
Yeah,
it.
All right. Do we want to go ahead and wrap this up? Where are we at?
No,
What,
I mean we can still let's
Hey.
continue talking. I can edit it. It'll just take a while.
Where are you at?
Okay, so we're on. Okay, so Jerry,
you
have
want to
you
talk about
been
anything
playing,
else?
have you been playing Rage, Jerry?
Yeah, I played Rage there.
How long
played
did you
Rage
play
quick?
Rage?
I made some decent progress. I could look at my Raptor. Hold on.
No.
Let me just bring that up. But like,
I got to a certain particular point and gave up on the fucking game.
well, I mean, the thing that irritates me, and I was explaining this to Scott, is, and Scott sat next to me, so we all sat in a group. Scott and I were on one side, and John and Scott's brother were on the other
I
side.
see no pictures of the banner being hung.
The banner was up.
Was
I
it?
just failed to get an image of it.
You suck, John.
I'm sorry. Shit happens.
I think I took a picture. I don't know. And that's the other thing, John, that I'm going to do on this site, this post for. I'm going to take
Site.
all the pictures that you put on the group, and I'm going to also put it on this post as well.
Wait until you do because I need to get the rest of them tagged with my my copyright.
Oh,
Some
good
tagged,
point.
some didn't.
Okay, well,
Watermark.
anyways, yeah, do that ASAP then.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yes,
Rage. F you. The thing that I didn't like about it is that you go and you get a mission in the town or the where you are, and then you go and you do it off on the left-hand side of the map. Then you have to bring back whatever you were getting, and then, okay, you're done with that person. Then you got to go across town to another person and get another mission and go to the opposite side of the map and then bring...
Welcome to how RPGs function.
Yep.
Oh, is that considered an RPG?
Yep.
It has an RPG element to it.
That's,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That is the, and that was, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to interject, and I'm not trying to derail, but I'm gonna.
Yeah,
That was my whole thing with the game. Is like after a certain point, I stopped playing it because there was no sense of urgency.
No, there's not.
It's one of these things where it's like, hey, if you could, when you've got a minute, go and get like these 18 fucking things that we need for this thing over here. It's not super important. No one's gonna die if you don't get this. So if you just go over there and get those and bring them back whenever you feel. And oh, by the way, viva la resistance. It's like, fuck, there's nothing keeping me from playing you. Nothing at all. I mean, other than the fact that everything looks real good.
Mm-hmm.
It looked fantastic. I love the way it looked. I love the controls. But there's only so far that looks and controls can get you. Am I right, women? But you know what I'm saying. It's like, you know, there's only so much time you can spend with a game when all it does is control well, look pretty. If it doesn't give you a reason to keep going, there's no reason to keep going.
This does sound like women.
Yep.
If it looks good and controls
actually,
well.
it sounds like men to women.
If it looks good and controls well.
Exactly.
Keep on it.
But I've put 7 hours into it.
7 hours. Well, okay. Well, I mean, I put probably 7+ into it. I got pretty far. I know I got onto the second disc as far as the 360 is concerned. Shut up, Scott.
Please
And,
insert this too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did it really?
This reminds me.
It actually was on 3 discs on the 360.
Holy crap!
It
You should
was
have to-
single player
There's
was
other
on 3
games.
discs, and multiplayer was on a single disc altogether. And multiplayer, there's a whole other problem I have with Rage and its multiplayer is that it was all cart based. That's all it was.
Mhm.
There's no first-person shooter multiplayer.
So you actually played the multiplayer.
No,
We tried it. It's
Yeah,
shit.
you, me, and Sean.
it is shit.
It is
I saw
not
a
what it
video
is
of it. It
supposed
was
to
like,
be about.
mm-mm.
It is not what it is to represent. I thought it was a whatever you would expect, a death match with guns and everything. Nope. I was
Guns,
yeah, it was,
guns,
it was-
guns.
It was about fun for maybe 2 minutes, and then it just no.
Okay. Well then, okay. So we got you talking about the Rage. I know a bunch of you have been playing. Let's see. There's some stuff I want to hear you talk about, but I need to go to the latrine real quick. So
But John, talk
let's.
about Assassin's Creed Revelation.
No, hang on. The 3 of you have been playing One Finger Death Punch. So let's go ahead and get you guys talking about the One Finger.
I want
I'll
to get
be right
Jerry's
back.
thoughts.
What do
Jerry,
you want to know?
you've been playing it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Of course you have. I want to hear your thoughts.
I love
Do
it.
you like it?
I love it. It's fun. It's like my go-to game when I want to just play real quick. I just pop that in. Blah, blah, blah. Well,
It's a good
actually, I
game.
just go because it's. Remember, only use
It
the left and right mouse buttons. Your arrow
is
can
a
be
really
anywhere
fun
on
game.
the screen.
Mm-hmm. Now, the thing that kind of drives me nuts when I'm playing it, and maybe this is just me, but I really don't like having... Like, if I see an enemy that comes into range, or it doesn't even necessarily come into range, but just happens to show up on screen, I'm going to attack it.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to sit there and wait for it to come into range. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I
I'm
get
gonna
plenty
put it
of misses because of that.
down. I'm glad I'm not the only one with that issue.
Well, because the other thing too, right? If you're not really paying attention to that lower part of the screen where it's got your available area, is if you go from like if you have your power-ups or whatever they're called, and let's say you have 3 arrows and 3 knives activated, and you have Sword Master activated or whatever. So your 3 arrow and your 3 knives, I'm just pushing buttons at that point, and then I lose count, and I
Yeah.
get a miss. Or like the sword, the same thing. When you're done using the sword, your area of attack shrinks down, and I didn't see that or whatever, because it is a very fast-paced game.
Mhm.
And I personally like
Yeah,
the
it's
funny
definitely
pro
very
tips that they
fast.
put in there.
Oh, dude, it's great. It's an absolutely fantastic game. That was probably the best expenditure of money that I could have on a quick,
Yeah,
small indie game.
Yeah, it's a $5 game, and I think we got it half off during Steam sale. So yeah, totally worth it.
Wow, so at full price it's $5?
Yeah,
Dude, buy it.
dude,
It's
get it
worth
on your laptop. It is 2-dimensional, freaking 16
No, I've watched
Colors.
everybody's video. I've watched everybody's video, and you know what, Jerry? I've got to lean out, and I got to say, your video's the best because you actually talk during it.
I don't want to compare myself to John or Scott, but thank you. I appreciate it. I try.
Oh, you don't have to. I will.
Oh, okay, great.
He likes dialogue over actual
Substance.
skill.
Really? Whoa! All right, let's
Did you
take
just dog me on the skill of my gameplay?
I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
Look at the
I'm
Google
sorry,
Docs and tell me when you look at
I'm
the Google
sorry, I have a life.
What? I could have done that.
I'm getting low in my pint glass, so we're either going to have to continue this or we're going to have to call this. I leave that up to a vote.
I'm kind of with you. I'm out.
Well, do you want to talk about Revelations real quick before we close it down, and then...
I am up to now level 5 with an ACR. It's you can't go wrong with it. I mean, it's a classic story. It's fun. It's entertaining. I like the Assassin's Creed series. I'm kind of like right there with you, Jerry. It's
cool.
It's a beautiful, beautiful series. It's well written. It's got a lot of fun little details. Some of it being true, some of it being fabrication. But you know what? Regardless, it's still fun. I like the game. It's entertaining. It keeps me going, and it keeps me playing.
Wait, okay, hold on. What's ACR?
Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Which is Assassin's Creed Revelations? What is that?
Technically the third in the series.
No, fourth. It's
Was
the
it the
third
fourth?
in the... Yeah, it's the fourth in the series, the third in the Ezio trilogy.
Okay, okay. See, this is where I was lost because I just picked up Black Flag, which is
Yeah,
the
that
fifth
game.
game.
completely separate.
Right,
No, that's
okay.
the sixth game.
No, Ian, it's actually the second expansion pack to Assassin's Creed 2. That's what it is. That's what it's a part of the trilogy. You can actually buy the Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy, which is one game with all 3 games, if you want to call them 3 games. It is all together in one.
But,
As far as I'm aware,
but it's lengthy
Brotherhood
enough that
and
it's
then-
not just DLC.
It's an expansion.
But it's lengthy enough that it's not DLC. Are you considering
I know.
the DLC an expansion?
I'm comparing it to Reaper of Souls. I'm comparing it to any other expansion that is an expansion.
It's not an expansion.
I don't think it's an expansion either.
Brotherhood was
It's
probably the
character-
longest game
I'm
without
so
DLC.
lost. I'm so lost. I know that 3 sucks, and 4 is
Yeah.
actually supposed to be the superior game so far in the
why do
series.
they call these Assassin's Creed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Because
Because it's about
the same
different
protagonist.
fucking assassins, right? Am I wrong,
Yeah,
Jerry?
it's the same
No, Assassin's
character.
Creed 2, Brotherhood and Revelations is the same protagonist. Assassin's Creed 3 is the third protagonist. Assassin's Creed 4 is the fourth protagonist.
So, can I ask a question about Assassin's Creed Brotherhood to Revelations? Does Brotherhood end in a like teaser to Revelations, like it doesn't close out?
Are you talking the modern day
there's
storyline,
not-
or
Well, like it doesn't end.
From
Like
the
Halo
modern-
2 to Halo 3, it doesn't end.
the modern day storyline does not end in Brotherhood, but there is considerable amount of years from Ezio's point of view between Brotherhood and Revelations.
Okay.
Hang on.
So the modern day story with Desmond is very much like a Halo 2 ending.
Okay.
I have a moose head problem here.
Oh boy.
So,
I don't know how to respond to this.
so we just covered where we said Assassin's Creed 1 is one protagonist, 2 Revelations and Brotherhood is another protagonist,
Mm-hmm.
3 is one, and 4 is another, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we've
But-
got a number that breaks it down. What the fuck is Unity?
That's the fifth one.
But
So
it
the
doesn't
different
have
All
a number.
5, though.
It doesn't have a number tied to it.
I don't know why they didn't do that, but it is a different protagonist.
So
Wait,
would
no,
it be-
no. I'll give you that it's a different protagonist because I think they're trying to make this one of those ones that's more like Gears of War, where you could bring in multiple people and play with you. But it's one of these things where it's like if you're going to go with a different protagonist, guess what? You need to go ahead and then put a fucking number on it. You've done numbers long enough to the point where it's like you're not Call of Duty, even though you come out every year. You need to put a number to it.
I don't know
So
what
would
to
it
tell
be
you. I don't want to
spoils?
read stuff.
So would it be spoils if I asked you? So Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, is 3 also tied to Desmond's story?
Yes. No?
But 4 is not.
No, yes, Jerry. Yes, because I had to actually look at you and say what happened to Desmond
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
number 3.
So
And you had to tell me, because that
Brotherhood.
was one of the reasons why I was okay with buying 4 Black Flag, was because I knew what happened to Desmond.
and none of us would beat 4, right?
Four is different in that, I mean, and this is part. I think this was part of the trailer anyway, so I'm not doing like huge spoilers because I'm not that far in 4 right now, anyways. Because that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why I had to upgrade my computer, because my computer couldn't run 4. Anyways, so
I got an Xbox to run 4.
okay, I spent less. Never mind. I'm not getting into that debate. So, yeah, Abstergo has become a game development studio, and they're using the Animus to create games. And so, the character that you are in a modern day is, I don't know who it is yet, but apparently we are pulling from the memories of Desmond.
So they've totally gone without the whole Templars versus the Assassins, the whole thing.
No, it's still in there. It's still in there.
Yeah, I haven't gotten too far. I think what I've heard is that you're a mole, okay, in the modern day or something like that.
I gotta play through it.
Yeah, but I think it's still Desmond as the lineage of assassins is still the Desmond lineage.
If I could, in the modern day, you will run into people that were in the modern day.
Well, don't
in the
give
other
that
game.
away.
It's early on. It's very early on. It's
Well,
not.
I'm not there yet, and you just ruined it. You ruined the surprise.
I'm so sorry, Jerry. I'm so sorry.
Why so serious?
Because I went to law school, and they cost a lot of money.
I went to law school.
You think darkness is your ally?
I was born in it, molded in it. Look, it's over here to my right.
And to my left.
God damn it, I'm drunk as shit. Okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Scott, what have you played?
So I don't know how much you guys want me to get into this. Since we're
Dude, get into the. You know what? Go ahead and get into the crew beta, because I gotta go get another beer.
I'm gonna.
Wait,
What
are we
I'm
going for
gonna
another beer?
do is probably edit this to where
that'll work.
when we start when Ian starts going off on the Destiny beta, that would actually be episode 13.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
So the crew
where are we at?
closed beta. It's okay. So you guys did. I know John, you played Most Wanted. Jerry, did you ever play Need for Speed Most Wanted?
Now, are we talking about the first Most Wanted?
No.
Where you had the BMW M3?
No.
Okay.
The most recent one that came out.
I have it, but I have not played it. It's on my PlayStation 3.
So this game, to me, plays like that meets Burnout Ultimate Paradise, where the game is open world. You're constantly connected to other people that are in the same server as you, so you'll be driving around. You'll see other cars that are other players, and they'll just whip past you and go along their merry way. The beta had almost everything unlocked that I was able to play. I will first tell you this. The game is fucking huge. And what I mean the game is huge, you could travel. I did, and I should have recorded it, but my computer was fucking up every time I ran whatever the fuck it's called, Fraps, and it kept freezing halfway through my drive. But I actually drove from New York all the way to LA International Airport. It took me over an hour to drive from East Coast to West Coast. That's how big this map is.
Wait.
There is a lot.
Wait. It took you an hour?
Well, okay, of course it's not going to be in real time.
No. I know it's not going to be in real time.
Yeah, I would probably say about an hour and 15, maybe hour and 20 minutes.
Dankosaurus.
Nice.
Good choice. You had that one before?
Yeah, well, actually, they were tasting over at Choice. Damn it, I'm pouring this wrong. They had a tasting at Choice, and I walked in there, and they ran through about 4 of their beers, and by the end of it, I was like, you go ahead and throw a couple of those fuckers on my fucking tab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I jacked that all up. That is way too much head.
It's okay. That's a nice head.
Yeah, that's a nice set, and watch that fucking head settle down.
Yeah, it happens.
Sorry, go ahead, Scott.
Every major city has landmarks that are iconic to the actual cities. I wish they had Dallas. They do not. I guess we're not really well known for street racing, but whatever. So you got Chicago, you got Detroit, you got New York, you got L.A., you got Chicago. I think I already mentioned that, but maybe not.
They got Chicago, they got New York, they got L.A., and they got Chicago. So yeah, you're good.
Did I say Detroit? Because that's where you start out in the game. The beginning of the game reminded. Did either 3 of you play a game by Ubisoft called Drivers San Francisco?
Nope.
Yes, briefly.
Jerry, it's an Ubisoft game. What?
No, I have not.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Sorry, I was on mute.
Oh, it's okay.
You should keep yourself muted.
Well,
So-
I'm working on the website. I'm trying not to put all the keystrokes into the freaking audio.
Leave it in there.
Whatever.
Shitload of story to begin the game. Of course, you play as a guy that's street racing. You meet up with your brother. Something happens. You see your brother get shot. He gets killed because a club member, the leader, wants to be the leader, and he's not a good fit. And then you find out it's an inside job by the government. And guess what you got to do? You got to work undercover, and you got to get everybody that betrayed you as revenge.
Wait, and that's
undercover FBI.
Wait. Okay, so is this Need for Speed Undercover?
Is this Fast and Furious 1?
I'm getting lost. Is this Need for Speed to Run?
It screams. Hey, if there was running segments, it would be pretty damn close.
So you played the Run?
I tried the Run. I didn't play it. I played the demo.
I played the whole fucking thing.
I'm sorry.
I
congratulate you on beating it.
It was all right.
So all in all, I mean,
you're just another.
So the cool thing about it is the RPG elements to the game, which is you level up, and when you level up, you gain experience. How you gain experience is you complete races, you complete runs, you complete. It's got a lot of Need for Speed to it.
No, hang on a second. Let me interject real quick to kind of try to change the way that you're talking about this. I actually watched your 13-minute video that ended up very abruptly, and I had no commentary because Jerry does a good job of putting commentary on his videos. You went into a race where you were. Wait, no. Actually, let me back up. Were you riding under somebody else's name? Because you did something at one point where it's like, hey, I'm just trying to get street cred. Well, get you street cred. And the guy was like, yeah, okay, whatever.
So, yeah, they have missions that you can do where you have to drive other people's vehicles and do, like, off-roading races. And it's because these fuckers are so damn lazy that you got to do the shit for them.
Man, fuck that shit. What do they drive? Chevy Aveos, and all of a sudden they want somebody to show up and drive under their Mustang? What the fuck is that bullshit? Is that me? I'm not in that game. Fuck you.
You're supposed to build up cred because you want to get your ink. You want to become a 5'10".
You want to get some fucking ink, you go to the fucking tattoo parlor and you get some fucking ink. Am I right? Thank you.
So, the thing that I was trying to do the most was I was trying to see about this whole crew thing that they keep promoting by Ubisoft, which is, yeah, you can have your own crew to help you out in a race. You can have your friends help you out in a race.
Nobody playing in the beta with you.
I had 2 guys on the Gamer Chatter that I am a part of that got the closed beta. They got in. They didn't want to fucking do it. So,
that's
their own. That's fine. The experience is cool. So what you do is you actually can unlock parts for your vehicle. So there is some customized features to it. You can auto-equip it if you don't want to go through that whole shit of trying to do. It's nothing complex. It's You got a new part, it's this level. Do you want to upgrade it from your old level? It gives you better braking. It gives you better acceleration. Well, of course you're going to fucking equip it, whatever. So it's interesting. I'm not going to get it, of course. I don't care. Here's the game, and I speak of the devil when I bring up this company, but if EA would bring out another Need for Speed Underground,
Wait.
that is the only game that I would play. I don't care what you say about it. It had, number one, the best soundtrack. It had number two.
Yeah, Underground. I loved Underground.
It had number two, the best race modes with drag, fucking drift.
No.
Yes.
Fucking,
Yes.
Thank you.
I agree.
Arcade style racing.
No.
Yes.
No.
What's your favorite racing?
Most Wanted. Most Wanted was...
Which one? The first one that was single player
The
only?
first one, not that reboot bullshit.
So the single player only game that has no replayability after you beat it.
You know what? Go fuck yourself.
No, tell me what you
How
played.
long did it take you to beat that game? Did you beat it? Did you beat it? Okay, you beat it?
Yeah,
Okay,
20,
I
30 hours
got
maybe.
this close and had to reformat my hard drive.
Oh, that shit.
So I got halfway back through it. So you want to talk about You want to talk about replayability? Is a game that has no replayability. When you have 15 people you have to beat, I got up to I got up to the 14th person, which means I beat 13 people.
Mm-hmm.
Had to reformat my hard drive and went back up halfway through that list.
So you're saying that you played a shitload of it because of your faulty hard drive.
Oh my
For the
God.
thought process that there was a faulty hard drive.
I'm talking about how Jerry, admit to me that the online multiplayer of Underground was fucking awesome.
Well, I didn't play. Okay, so I see both of y'all's point of views, and I agree with both of y'all. So let me be the middle person here.
Bipartisan.
Yeah, Underground. I had that for the PS2. That game was awesome. You're right. I did like the drift. I liked the drag. I liked the customizing that you were able to do with the vehicle.
It was awesome.
Now,
it was awesome.
Most Wanted, the first one, I love that, and I think it still has replayability because you could do other stuff outside of the moving up the ladder. You could go and hit a cop car.
The cops.
Yeah, what Teresa and I used to do.
In every other Need for Speed game.
No.
Okay.
Tell me about any
shit
cop
ones.
run that was in Underground. Were there any outrunning the cops
It was
in Underground?
Underground.
Were there any outrunning the cops in Underground?
No, because the online multiplayer. is
No, that's all I wanted to hear. Thank you.
So, Jerry, you want to hear something badass about the PS2 online multiplayer that was on Need for Speed Underground?
Yes, I do.
Did you know that you could play with PC players? Unlike the Xbox, it only allowed Xbox players?
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not getting in a pissing contest here. That's just cool.
Hey, did you guys see the most recent trailer for the Legend of Korra video game? That looks badass by Platinum
No,
Games.
I do want to see it, though. Is it out?
The game's not out.
No.
Joystick.
The trailer?
Yeah. Actually, here, hang on a second. While I'm chit-chatting with you guys, I will go ahead and grab the trailer and put it in the group so that everybody can see it on the group that is at facebook.com/groups/SuperBarleyBros and a whole bunch of other shit. We're on there.
I don't think you got enough slashes in there.
Did I not? No, facebook.com.
He was totally pulling your drunk ass chain.
What?
So the crew, in closing, the controls were all right. It wasn't anything to brag about.
In closing,
I would say it's not a day one for me, though.
What? No, let me ask you a question. Did you ever play Blur?
Yes, I actually own it on Steam. I love it.
Oh, you do? Okay. Have you played it against other people?
No, because nobody plays it.
Damn straight.
It sucks, dude. But the game is
Do you
awesome.
think that the crew will last longer than 2 months?
What do you mean by last? Online?
So Blur. Well, let me use two different examples: Blur and Dive Kick. Really good games. Really good games. Solid fucking games. But nobody plays them online anymore.
Yep.
At all. So, do you think that the crew will last 2 to 3 months online, solid coverage?
I would say 2 months, 3 months tops.
That's I'm not buying it.
it.
Well, and I'm the guy that bought Rivals, Need for Speed Rivals for the Xbox One because I needed some fucking shit for my Xbox One. It's a pretty game. It's really good, but getting into matches nowadays is damn near fucking impossible.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about it. Watch Dogs I finished.
Stop.
No, I'm not going to spoil anything. I don't even
Okay.
know how far you are. How far are you?
So, for one, I just realized there's more than 3 acts.
Yeah, well, okay.
I
Was
thought
it
there were
3
3 acts, so I got halfway through Act 2 and was like, I need to take care of all these side missions. So I took care of all of the side missions.
Fucking
I've
convoy.
done all of the QRs. I've done all of the towers. I've done all of the weapon drops.
Hey, don't get too far
I've
into
done-
it because I'm fixing
No,
to pick it up.
no, this has nothing to do with the story. Don't worry about it, John. Don't worry
I've
about
done all of the. Wait,
it. Did
how
you do
far?
the investigations?
Yeah. Well, wait. Are you
All
talking about
3 of them?
the dead bodies?
Well, there's 3 different ones. There's weapons.
Well, no,
there's
I'm talking about
prostitution,
the
and there's
guns. Okay, the weapons I've done.
the prostitution.
Yes,
And then what was the third one?
was the dead bodies,
Yeah.
missing people or whatever. I
Yeah.
haven't completed that one yet because I think that one is sort of story driven, to where you can only complete certain missions within certain acts.
Huh.
So I've knocked out the only things I haven't. Well, actually, I've completed all of the gang hangouts.
Holy shit.
I have not done the
Minigames?
convoys because those are stupid.
There's
I've done
40 of them.
every yeah. I've
No,
done
40 of
every
other thing.
I've done every random crime where the game says, "Hey, come over here," and
Holy shit.
yeah. I've
Witness-
done all those, and I keep doing them because I have to keep fixing my renowned or whatever the fuck the term is.
Hey, don't.
I've got almost everything done except the storyline.
Online mode? You unlocked everything online?
Oh no, I still to this day have not opened it up to where I can be openly hacked or have done any multiplayer stuff.
What about, did you do the mini games? The drinking?
So I've done the gambling as far as like the nut in the cup.
Oh, the shell game?
Yeah, I've
Chess?
no, I tried. Excuse me.
Dude.
I tried part 1 of that,
Okay.
and that. So I did it. It's not chess per se. It
Yes,
is a
the game is
puzzle.
certain- Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do a certain amount of things and a certain amount of moves.
Yeah.
I can't fucking do it. And I'm sure if I were to hand the game over to my brother, who is a smarter chess player than I am, he could figure the fucking thing out. But I can't do it. Now, you give me a board and you tell me to put 8 queens on it without canceling any queen out, I could do that. No problem. It'll take me a little while, but I can do that. But the first puzzle that they give you on the chessboards, I can't fucking do it.
That's okay. Drinking game's fun, though, as you get up in the higher levels.
Yeah, no, I've done the one when you meet T-Bone.
Well, I'm talking about the side mission where you can actually go to a bar and do a drinking game with another dude. You can go up to level 10.
Oh, yeah, no.
Try that when you don't even know what joystick you're supposed to use, and then you don't know what button you're supposed to hit.
Well,
And
yeah, and
you're
that's
about to pass out.
thing. It's like when I did it against T-Bone, I
Oh,
messed
geez.
up.
Oh, you did?
No, I actually messed up because at one point they do the 2 on the separate sides of the screen, so I went to one, went to the other. I didn't realize it opened up like 3 more on each side.
Yep.
So I went over here, opened that, and halfway through it opens up these other 3. And so, excuse me, I jump over to the other side, and I open up those 3. And it's like, oh, I'm fucked. So I had to do it again. But, it was interesting, but I don't think a drinking minigame is necessary. I mean,
You
I
prefer
remember.
that in real life.
Yeah, I remember when GTA 4, was it 4? Yeah, had me take my cousin out to a bar, and then I had to drive him home. I literally was driving so slow that the cops weren't chasing me. They were just pulling in front of me and getting out of the car. And I would drive around them. I wasn't even hitting them. I would drive around them. Because that game had such a good drunk mechanic. But that was the drinking game for that game. Should be the same for this. I'd like to see Aiden Pierce in his long coat walking out onto the street, stumbly ass fucking drunk. I mean, I've already done one of those like digital trips where after I was
Oh my
done
god.
doing the spider thing,
Yeah.
I woke up in an above ground pool that had no water in it.
Yeah, John, you need to play that, and you need to play the AR games. They're fun.
Yeah,
But
apparently.
the AR games are stupid. They're
They're
stupid.
alright, the wave modes and stuff with the...
Stupid.
Well, you have to do it to unlock. See, so what I'm focusing on right now, since I beat the game, is all the side stuff like you've already pretty much been doing, so I can unlock all my skills on the skill tree.
See, that's something you could do in the middle of the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just
Well-
me. I don't like having leftover stuff after I beat the game to have to go back and try to finish
Yep.
up. Let me just go ahead and get it done in the middle of the damn game,
Yep.
so that I can get the strength and bonuses that come from actually having those skills.
Well, you don't really have strength and bonuses, though. 'cause you're pretty
You know
much
what I mean. There's
unstoppable.
benefits to having it.
The game is a walk in the park, but Ian, you'll have fun on one mission towards the end. I'll just say that.
Which act?
Act 4, right at the end. You're
Well, let me
gonna
ask
have
you a question.
fun
I'm okay with spoilers right here, so let me go ahead and throw
All
this
right.
out.
I'm not.
Spoiler warning
Well,
for the next 2
if
minutes.
he asked me,
Spoiler-
if I know well, John's got the game.
Shush. Spoiler warning for the next 2 minutes. Scott, you know what I'm talking about when I say this. Do you bone her?
You like? Do they show it, or is it implied?
Do they at least imply it?
Nope.
Fuck a bunch of that dick.
Actually, have you taken T-Bone back to the base?
No, he hasn't seen the base yet.
So once he gets back to the base, yeah, she kind of flips angles and is so much interested in him more than Aiden.
So he gets all friend zoned
He's
and
a
shit.
legend.
Okay.
He's a fucking legend, man.
Well, that's, you know what? That's fucking fine. I know plenty of fucking stupid ass shit. All right, you know what? I'm angry. I'm gonna finish the game,
Finish the game because it's.
but I'm angry.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm
You
gonna
will-
finish the
I
game because
have
the
to-
game is like
I have
the
to say
next
this.
gen experience.
No, there's just one thing I gotta say though. It's real quick though about Watch Dogs, Ian. Let's just say one of the missions you get to hack a pacemaker. I'm not going to tell you who because that is kind of a spoiler.
Oh,
but
I
you get
think
to hack a
I
pacemaker.
figured it out, but
Oh,
okay.
yeah. You probably figured it out. But yeah, you get to actually use your phone to hack a fucking pacemaker, dude. And
That's
it's possible. It's possible. All right. So, anyways, finished finally Batman Arkham City, so I'm ready for Arkham Knight. I've beat all the Batman games, so I felt pretty good about that. Pretty good spoilers towards the end. So, Ian, if you have not played Arkham City, that is my favorite, of course, like everybody else of the three. It is very, very well done.
I've got at least in the house that I reside in, I have Arkham City. My roommate has Arkham Asylum, so it is something that I could potentially play through those two before night comes out.
Asylum definitely is good, and I would not pass that up. But Arkham City had more shock moments to me that I did not expect, and I'll just leave it at that. Just because I want to see if you'll actually be surprised by what I saw, too. And then, Jerry, challenge for you, One Finger Death Punch, Survival, 1,200 kills.
Because
No.
apparently Scott thinks he's the balls.
Yeah,
I
apparently.
gotta work my
there's-
way up to 2,000, man. That's an achievement.
Okay. So, real quick, since we're laying down challenges, Scott has stated what his personal kill streak is. John, what's yours?
Maybe at best 125.
Jerry, what's yours?
It's probably the same as John. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't care about numbers and
Exactly.
Okay, granted.
achievements.
Who knows the email address that we have here?
Me.
All right. What is the email address that we have here?
superbarleybros@gmail.com.
Okay, so go ahead and send us a screenshot of your best. And these three guys, I might buy the game and start trying to compete. We will try to beat your best. We will create a video of it, and we will attempt to beat your best, or try to beat our best. But on this fact, we're going to need to start to bringing this down. It's getting late. Does anybody else have anything they want to interject before I start closing this out?
I'm clear.
Okay. Everybody gets all quiet, not even willing to tell me, yes, I'm good.
You just
Yes,
got
close
chirps
it
on
down.
that.
Okay. So I also want to go ahead and put this up for a debate on the group.
Right now?
On the group, not here. We have our streams coming up in October for Extra Life. I referenced it earlier or in the last podcast, depending on how or when you are listening to this. I am the only member of this group that doesn't have a child in my house 24/7. I am a single parent, so I am willing to do multiple things to raise awareness of certain things. So I'm willing to leave this up for a debate. Should I do a 24-hour stream? Should I do a 12-hour stream?
I will be doing a 24-hour stream with the kid,
Have
two
the
kids to be exact, so I say do a 24-hour stream with me.
Okay, well, you should save your fucking comment for the group, asshole.
Oh!
Everybody else who is listening to this, go to the group or the page, facebook.com/groups/superbarleybros. Let me know what you think. It's all right if you just write on there Ian 24, Ian 12, Ian whatever the fuck you feel like. Let me know what you think. Everybody else is going to do what they can. Scott, it's fantastic that you are going to be able to do a 24-hour stream. Much love to your family, because that is going to be a huge test of their love towards you. But I need to know what you guys think I should do, because I will be free that weekend and we'll have nothing going on, and I need to figure out exactly what I need to do. So feel free to, or hashtag it, Fiend75002. Hashtag Fiend75002. 12, 24, 16, 32. Ooh, no, keep it on.
Whoa! Wow.
But
Someone's getting
the
over.
whole case of this is we're raising money for a particular group. Jerry will put the link to the description. We'll put the link in the description below. I'm totally fucking this shit up. We'll have the information. As soon as we get closer to it, we're going to start talking about it a lot more, about setting things up and things along those lines. You guys need to just keep in mind we are raising money in late October for kids and hospitals. For kids in hospitals. That's what's important, is the children that need the help. It's not about the money. We need to raise the money so that kids get the help, so that they can become leaders of this country, and hopefully not lead us down the path that we're currently going down to. That's a totally different podcast. So,
Not ours.
yeah, totally not ours. With that being said, we totally appreciate you guys taking a second and take a look at our podcast, listen to our podcast. If you're listening to us on iTunes, I'm a little too drunk for this. If you're listening to us on iTunes, feel free to give us a review. We would really appreciate that. Hey, a 1 is a 1. If we earned a 1, we earned a 1. If a 5 is a 5, we earned a 5. Give us a review. Give us a like. If you're on YouTube, give us a like. Give us a subscription. Give us a follow. Check out all the other content that's on our YouTube channel. Please, there's a whole bunch of stuff there. The guys are adding stuff. I add a little bit more than everybody else, but there's other content on there from all the other guys that is entertaining and delightful to watch. With that being said, my name is Ian. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Anybody else want to say anything else?
I'm John.
Jerry.
Holy shit, Batman v Superman looks fucking sweet. I'm Scott.
Okay, with that being said, we are the Super Barley Bros, and we thank you for playing. And you guys have yourself a wonderful day, night, evening, weekend, whatever. Take it easy.
Hey everyone, we just wanted to let you know that as a group this year, we are going to be participating in a charity event called Extra Life. This is a gaming community event where we'll be raising funds for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Head on over to our site, find out more. We would love any support you could offer. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Super Barley Brothers podcast. Find us on WordPress, Gmail, Google+, YouTube, and Podbean using Super Barley Bros. On iTunes using Super Barley Brothers. Join the conversation on Facebook.com/groups/Super Barley Bros.
My name is Ian. I am at Dean75002 at Twitter.
Hi, this is Jerry. Twitter, JD_Chef.
John. You can reach me on Twitter, Phoenix42.
Hi, I'm Scott, and you can reach me on Twitter, Flip42FL1P42.
Please go check out our friend's site, freaksandgeeks.com, to find out the latest on comics, anime, sci-fi, conventions, cosplay, and more.
Stay freaky, geeky, my friends.
Like the music? Check out Eric on his YouTube channel, 331 Era.
See y'all in a couple of weeks.
Thanks for playing.